Hi everyone, welcome to the first real video on this channel. So today I will show you a project that I've been working on for the past month or so. It's called Evolution, but before we start, I just want to point out, sorry if my English is not correct. English is not my native language. Normally I speak Dutch because I'm from Belgium. So if I stutter or whistle the words around, if I say something wrong, you can let me know in the comments. What is this video going to be about? Well, as I said, it's going to be about evolution. But this video will go about the theory. The next video will more be about me showing you the buttons and the simulation and everything. So I will start by explaining the idea. Evolution, the name points itself out. It's just survival of the fittest with creatures. All the theory I will show in the PowerPoint. Before we jump into it, I just want to say sorry for this messy code, as you can see in the right of the screen. So as you can see, it's a lot of lines of code. I worked pretty long on it. It is, let's see, 1212 lines of code. It's not the most compact code, also not the most beautiful. But let's just jump into the PowerPoint. So here we are. First dia is going to be about the creatures. This, what you can see now on the screen, is a creature. This is a cell. Each cell has a cell ID, it's what kind of cell it is, and the visualization is the color of the cell. So for example, one cell is white, one is red. I'll go more in detail about that later. And each cell has extra information. It's some more specifications, and the visualization, sorry, I can't pronounce it, is the size of the cell. Some are very big, some are very tiny. And all cells are stored in the DNA. Then each creature has a couple of variables: the blood level, the energy level, and the happiness level. Then the cells. We have 5 cells. The first one is a heart, second one eye, third mouth, fourth brain, and 5th reproductive system. The heart, its function is each second it does the blood level plus its extra information. The eye stores information about the difference in X and Y between it and other creatures and other food. The mouth can eat food and other creatures when in range of its specification, the extra information. The brain is a feed-forward neural network that gets as input the difference between it and the nearest creature X, nearest creature Y. Same with the food, and it outputs the movement in X and Y, eat and mate. I will explain that in one of the next videos, and also later in this video. And the reproductive system can mate with other creatures when in range of the specifications or the extra information. So just what are the extra information with the cells? With the heart, it's how much blood. The eye, the range, mouth range. Brain really doesn't have any specifications. It's just because how I programmed it, each cell had to have a specification, but with the brain it's not really how smart it is or something. It's just nothing. And the reproductive system is also the range. Then what's needed for life? Or in other words, when does a creature die? So this is a creature, and literally the codes from when a creature is born. Its energy is 200, its blood level is 200, and its happiness level is 100. Now, how much does it need to be? As long as the blood level is above 150, it will do the following things. It will check, is the energy level above 30? Well, then each cell will do its function. So the heart pumps, but when the energy level is less than 30, the heart won't pump, so the blood level will drop immediately, and the blood level will get under 130, and the creature will die. Then also a creature moves, the less energy the slower, and the less heavy the slower. So that's also how you can see it. Okay, next one. So for this, there's a C at the end. That's not really, I will change that. Okay, I'm back. The C is gone. Much better. So, what do we have here? We have a creature, a piece of food, and another creature, and they are all on a background. Then I have a graph with each of the creatures' blood level, energy level, and happiness level. So I will just give a example from how it can go, but to show that, I will just go outside of the presentation. So let's start. In the left corner, you can just see what just each cell's function is. So, okay, so we'll start with creature number 1. Like in the previous dia, I said each cell does its function. So we'll basically just start with the heart. So when the heart pumps, the blood level is then plus equals the extra information. So now we'll just say it's plus 30 because we say it. Then the eye, it looks around and sees a piece of food in its range. So it stores that information so the brain can process it. So the brain processes it and it says it wants to go to the food. So it says my X speed, I want to update it to around, 10 or something. That's really fast. So 10 pixels per frame. So it goes and goes. And then the brain says, I want to eat it. So the mouth has to update. Well, what does the mouth? It eats it. Well, what happens when the mouth eats a piece of food? The energy level is then +5, and the happiness level is also +5. Yeah. Then we'll do the same thing with creature 2. So again, the heart pumps. We'll get the ID. So let's just adjust it there also. So let's say +10 because it's a pretty small heart. And then the eye sees the other creature. It gives the information to the brain, and the brain wants to go to the other creature, so it's commanding itself. And the brain wants to eat. The brain wants to mate. Sorry. So when the reproductive system mates with other creature, with the other creature. The happiness level is done plus 40 because, yeah. And the blood level is done minus 20 and the energy level minus 10 because it's really like, yeah, if you bring a child to life, it's not easy. It's not that I've done it or something. But if humans are right, I think that it's not easy. So I wanted to also implement that in a simulation with this kind of thing. So there comes a new creature. We'll come to the reproductive system also in I think the next dia, where I will show you how it really works. Not how it works, not how it's coded, but what the idea is. So this creature is obviously creature 3. It can also move around. Now, creature 3 just does the same thing, but because I don't have anything for him on my graph, I won't do it again. Then creature 1 does all the same thing, but its brain wants to eat creature 2. So its mouth has to do it. What happens when another creature eats another? Well, its energy level is then plus 30 because, yeah, there is a lot of energy in other creatures, but kind of as a karma, its happiness level is then minus 70, so he will be already pretty slow. So let's adjust that. So that's kind of the idea of the simulation. So there's still 2 dias coming. So if you don't understand something, just come to this part and you will see all the events on the left hand side of the screen, left bottom. Okay, so the second to last dia, it's about the brain. So it's kind of not important to know everything about it. I will also make a video about Project Explained, so that will be also kind of a new series where I explain things generally without showing code and certain things also with showing the code. So now all you have to know is there are 4 things going into it. Actually, 2 things: the nearest creature position and nearest food position, but it's 4 because there's an X and a Y difference. So it's really the difference. So if its X position is 5 and the others is 10, it's minus 5 or 5, depends on how you see it. Then it outputs an X velocity, a Y velocity, or movement if it wants to eat and if it wants to mate. Eat and mate is just a number, but it will be with threshold, so it's kind of a Boolean. Then the last dia is a reproductive system. So you have Mark Smith, it can be any name, and Elizabeth Johnson. I just imagine these names. So imagine they want to mate. So Mark Smith wants to do it. They don't need to both have a reproductive system, which is kind of weird, but it's just the one who wants to do it has to have it, and they don't have to be male or female or something. It's just a no gender simulation. So they mate. They both have DNA and brain weights, so they blend in together and they form a child. So the child will have the surname from its, well, not kind of dead, because it's just from the one who wanted to do it. And it's a little bit mutated from its parents. So, for example, this one don't has a mouth, and all the cells could be in another place. And its first name is also randomly generated. Well, its brain weights also blend together, but you can't really see it from the outside. It's just with how its character and behavior will be. That's about it for this video. I just want to explain to you guys. So the next video will be about all the buttons and simulations, so it will be much more interesting than this. I hope you're still with me here, because I try to do everything in PowerPoint so it's more clear. But yeah, but soon enough, I think maybe in a month or so, because now I just want to take a break from this project, there will come a video out with this project explained. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope I'll see you at the next time. Bye.